I think Liverpool's a great place to start off a ministry because, unlike lots of places in the UK, people here love welcoming strangers and they love starting conversations. So if you want to chat to people about anything, and particularly chat to people about Jesus, people in Liverpool are generally pretty up for that.
What I think makes Liverpool great is that it's a culturally diverse city. We've got a bunch of universities, 2 really famous football clubs, lots of friendly locals, and people who come from across the globe to live and work here.
So if you want to meet people from the Arab world, you want to meet people from South Asia, you want to meet people from East Asia, you want to meet people who are totally atheistic, you want to meet people who are lapsed Catholic, all of those people are here in Liverpool, so the fields are ripe for the harvest in that way, and there's lots of work for workers to do.
People are so friendly and so chatty, and that just means that there are many opportunities to open up conversations about Jesus and to grow friendships and to share the hope of the gospel with people here.
But in terms of number of churches really trying to reach out in a faithful and relevant way compared to population of the city, the number is tiny.
There are thousands of people here who still haven't heard the good news of Jesus. There are lots of brilliant churches who are sending out that message, but still many people who are unreached and who don't have that hope, that life-changing hope that the gospel can bring.
There's just a range of geographical areas where there's no effective local witness at all. And Liverpool's quite like that. People are born in one street, they move to the next street, their mum continues to live in the street next to that, their nan lives around the corner. They do everything locally, so without a really local gospel witness to them, they're never going to travel to hear the gospel. So that's a big need. There's just lots of, it feels like almost unreached areas where you might come from a spiritual environment where there's lots of people like you who've been invested in and discipled. That's not the case here. There's lots of people who are just starting the Christian life, who are fairly clueless, who are keen for the Lord but don't have older Christians to disciple them and help them and teach them.
One of the big needs in Liverpool is helping people with that struggle of drug and alcohol addiction, and we see the destructive effects of that, how it tears families apart and destroys lives. But as a church, as a body of Christ, we want to show people how the hope of the gospel gives people a way out as they see that only Jesus can ultimately meet their needs.
If people come to us to be a 2-year apprentice, we found a really valuable thing they can do is take one fixed ministry area over 2 years and really input into that area. 2 years is a great length of time because it gives you a year to get used to a ministry area and tweak it a little bit, and then a year to really make big changes and steer and shape a ministry area well and leave it in a really good way for someone else to pick up.
Having an AT3 2-year apprentice at our church has been really useful just to help us bridge the gap of meeting those needs that we're not always fully resourced to meet on our own. So things like preaching, evangelism and just offering practical help in the community has been really useful for us.
So if you want the experience of looking at a ministry area, learning from it and then developing it, we can provide that, but it also really works well for us. Liverpool's a great place to start off in Christian work.
Liverpool is a great place to launch into ministry.
If you're looking for first steps in ministry, whether for 2 years or a summer, you can come and start that here with us in the UK.
Whether it's for a summer or for 2 years, come launch into ministry in the UK through AT3.